how many of you guys have experience in management? Just two? Somewhat?
Long
Okay.
time ago.
So out of you guys, how many of you have gone to school for management, like business administration or some sort of management degree?
No.
How many have gone to school at all? Like completed a college degree?
No.
Okay. So today we're going to talk about what it takes to be a manager with the education. So I'm currently in my last semester of my associate's degree at Northeast for business administration, and I did a phone interview with a manager who also has no education. She works at Take 5 Oil Change down in Texas. We're going to talk about the daily tasks and skills of successful managers and the benefits of being successful. First thing we're going to talk about is the daily tasks. So in my management class, we got our management book, and that's where I pulled a lot of my stuff from. That's written by Richard Daft. So he says there's 4 functions: planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. So planning would be setting goals and deciding activities. Organization is organizing activities and people. Leading is motivating and communicating with and developing people. And then controlling would be establishing targets and measuring performance. So 6 tasks that an actual manager said they do every day would be like bank deposits and credit card purchases for the company, customer service whenever needed, validation of time cards and scheduling, assisting employees with anything that they need, interviewing and training new employees, and employee evaluations. So next we're going to talk about the tasks of managers, or the skills. So the 3 types of management skills are conceptual, human, and technical. BrightKnowledge.org broke those down into 9 smaller skills. So that's organization, time management, interpersonal and relationship building skills, delegation, forward planning and strategy, communication, problem solving, administrative and financial skills, and leadership skills. So during my interview, one thing that she stressed a lot was listening skills and communication, that those make a manager. So what is rewarding about being a manager? So the first thing everybody always thinks of is income. So the average income of a general or operational manager is about $124,000 a year in the United States, which is almost $60 an hour. The lower 10% is about $21.50 an hour, and the top 100% is over $100 an hour, or $200,000 a year. Nebraska's average is just under $97,000. So there are currently just over 2 million managers in the United States, and 16,000 of those are in Nebraska. So even though there's that many, there's still tons, because every time a new business opens or a new venture starts, they need someone to manage it. Benefits from my interview with the manager was positive recognition and being able to help others. As you'll see in the video I'll play, Take 5 partnered with children's hospitals all over the country, and they donated money, certain profits, to the children's hospitals. They were able to raise just over $700,000 for the children's hospitals all over the country. So I know you guys do that with Concrete Cares, right?
Yep.
So to close, I'll just go over that we talked about the daily tasks and skills of a manager and the benefits of being a successful manager, and then I'll show you the video. Maybe if it wants to load. Okay, questions?
The average, if you go off the average of your income, is that based on a manager position, comes out of college, after completing college?
No, it's I found it on the Department of Labor and
Just a
Statistics.
national average, whether it's
Yep, it's just a
college degree or
national,
not.
yep, national average of all occupation and general managers. So basically, I mean, what Rich does or someone, I mean, like the manager of Family Dollar or something like that. Yeah, that's the average is, I mean, it's quite a bit. Even like just the higher 75% is still $157,000. And then the 25% is still 65,000. So, obviously with education you make more, most of the time, or experience.
Right, do you feel that in my situation where I run and own a bar and bowling alley for 31 and a half years with no education of college, if I'd have had some education, I could have run it better, do you think, or?
No, because the experience, I mean, I'm sure you struggled when you started to kind of figure things out and find a groove and get things the way you needed them to be. But then once you figured it out, you
Yeah.
excelled. Obviously, I mean, if you had it for over 30 years,
Yeah,
you did good at it. I mean, it's just like the manager I interviewed at Take 5, she's my mom. She has no formal education at all, and she didn't even work up to a management position. She has been with the company for less than 9 months and went from nothing to managing. They hired her as a manager with no education. So she said the biggest thing that she had issue with when she started was the confidence of knowing that she could do it. She doubted herself, and that caused her to struggle. But now that her store raised the most money for, in the Texas area for the children's hospitals, because she really pushed it since, my sister was born at like 28 weeks and spent like 3 months in the NICU. So she really pushed for the money for the children's hospital. So her district rose the most money for everything, so.
Can I make a comment rather than a question?
Sure.
Like you said that, I don't remember which salary it was like $60 an hour for management. I'm thinking real world, that's half that, because you're putting in 80 hours a week, not 40. I wouldn't go average salary broke down per hour. I think that's incorrect.
Right,
In the
so
real world.
I'm sure what the, cause I mean, like I said,
once
it
you
was on
get up
the,
to a big corporate thing, yeah, it's probably 40 hours a week, but for normal
right.
small business, it's 80 plus a week.
How many hours do you work on average a week?
I don't know. Hard to tell. Part of it is your phone rings at 5 in the morning till 9 o'clock at night, so do you count that as work?
Yes,
So I would say 80
today.
plus, yeah.
yeah,
I mean, Jerry's been
I was 80, 90 hours.
there. So
every
then
week.
it's,
'Cause
I don't disagree with salaries, I mean, those are hard facts, you can't argue that, but per hour, I wouldn't break it down per hour myself.
see, and that's just what
I
they
know.
did, but like you said, I'm sure they took the annual salary and then
And
broke
then just
it,
divided by 40.
yeah, 40
you know,
hours a week, when
which
in
is
all reality,
incorrect.
they
Yeah.
don't, yeah. And most management people do make a base salary, it's not hourly wage, it's,
A
you know,
lot do, yeah,
this is how much you make a year, it doesn't matter how much you work,
yeah.
so,
And it's, but you can't say they're getting $60 an hour,
right,
you know, they're getting 20.
right,
Because even when you go home, you're still thinking about your
Yeah.
job and the next day, and it's really kind of hard to say that you're done for the day when you get home and have supper. You're gonna sit and eat supper and worry and thinking about how's this gonna work tomorrow. I've been there.
Yeah.
I know how that works.
see, and that's, my stepdad, he managed the railroad in Osmond for forever, and it was, I mean, 3 o'clock in the morning, he'd get a phone call that the train was coming in and there's no one to pick it up, so he'd have to get up and go out and go pick up the train, I mean, so, yeah. Managing's not easy, and that's kind of, like I told Garrett, with this education, I am hoping to get into, like a bank position or something, because I want to manage, but I don't want to work that much, cause I do want to watch my kids grow up.
Yeah.
He works a lot, that's his job, to work all the time.
Well, he's here a lot.
Yes, he's here a lot. Are you saying he doesn't work when he's here?
No, No big
We all got our days.